It's the inaugural event for the SHARC Motorsports Grand American Series, the SHARC ATTAC at Daytona, taking the green flag right now, and we are underway in these shark-infested waters with the K&N cars for the 80-lap duration. 30 cars taking the green flag as we get things underway. A handful of cars here that you see in the bottom part of the screen, they were ones that decided not to take time, wanted to start in the back when that gunslinger green flag came out. Seeing 2x2 there. Hale working that white roof, 00 with the white nose on the inside to his outside there. It's the 24 machine, Brian Wilson. He's nose to tail right there on the back bumper on the inside of him. The 11 of Hines. Looks like the 72 of Garrett into that mix as well. Just a few seconds ago, the back half of the pack trying to complete their lap here, lap number 1, and contact. Looked like that 57 car was slowing, trying to get to the back there. Could see the Anderson machine there with the green tail coming up there, and it looks like maybe Christensen and Roel got together there. Unfortunately, it's some net code. That'll cause some troubles for Callentine as we ride along with him. Got one up into the wall. That's going to be trouble. Cody Verrell there spinning. We'll have to take a look at the Mies Targets replay to see what happened there. iRacing is calling the yellows, and apparently iRacing said, "Keep on partying, pals." Our Mies Targets replay shows the one just getting up into the wall, unfortunately collecting the 10 and 27 as well. Looks like the 61 getting involved. Riding along with the 27 of Godding, you see the one getting up into the wall there, collecting the 10 of Cole. Contact there. It's like maybe the 61 machine of Sullivan also maybe a little damage. Early running here of the SHARC ATTAC at Daytona. Pajari in the 29 machine still holding position number 1. Jason Garrett number 2. Now it's side by side with Walker in the inside with the 901. The outside, the 21 is Pelletier. That's your first door-to-door battle going on. Hines and Pierce working that outside line behind Pelletier. Hale trying to suck back in on that 901 machine. Good battles already brewing up front. Meanwhile, a little deeper in the pack right now, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Obviously very orchestrated as the de Blasio boys, as well as Jay Heishman, the 06 machine caught up in there, are actually the fastest cars on the track, despite the fact that they're running 13th and quite a ways away from the front of the pack as they are entering turn 1 right now. We'll take a look as the leaders now screaming down the backstretch here at the big 2.5 mile racetrack on the beach. Working lap number 8, Pelletier, the highest car on the outside line, trying to get away. The side drafting doesn't work. Hines, I think, is starting to get a little anxious as he brings the number 11 machine, making a 3-wide dance off of turn 4, hailed to the bottom part of the bread. Pierce in the 22 machine trying to decide where to go. Looks like Hines will take the spot, put him up into the 6th spot. Well, it looks like Hines, the lone man out there. Pierce not close enough to help him on that outside line. The 21 of Pelletier, he's got himself down on the bottom line as we are working lap number 10. Just off in the distance, you can see the 13th place guys working together, taking turns up front to make sure they stay cool and keep pushing as they are starting to close in on the leader, still running faster by about 3 to 4/10 of a second than the pack that can't get settled down and go nose to tail. Working to complete lap number 10, our leader, Alan Pajari, still at the points. In the 2nd spot, Jason Garrett, right now 3rd. Joe Walker in the 901 machine, sitting in 4th right now, starting to get some momentum. Barry Hines in the 4th spot. 5th, still up in this front pack here is Bruce Pearson. Looks like Hale in the 00 machine as well in there. 72, a Dale Garrett now starting to try to work his way forward. Ben Pelletier in the 21 machine. Brian Wilson, the 24. Benji Eaton in the 2 machine. The 88 of Eddie and Werdeman rounding out the field right now in 12th. That's up front. Still keeping an eye on Adam de Blasio and the boys as they're still nose to tail trying to close in 13th. Jay Heishman in 14th right now, and Eric de Blasio rounding out our top 15. Checking in with pit reporter Mo New, we're talking about the Matt Eddy and Jeff Werdeman combination. Matt Callentine, the 2 cars in front of Werdeman right now, were originally planning to work together, but right now they're kind of staying back because they're seeing a lot of slicing and dicing. The group can't get organized, and the threesome is very aware of that pack that's closing in on their back bumpers. Trying to get reassembled here after that shuffle there. Oh, Walker got up a little bit high. Pearson overreacted just a little bit to make sure nothing happened. Unfortunately, he and the 24 of Wilson up into the wall and maybe losing that lead pack. First real test of this lead pack might be these lap cars that our leader, Jason Garrett, is quickly coming up upon. 4 cars that are about to be swallowed up by the Sharks up front. De Blasio and Heischman combo still working together, still a little bit ways back, but are still turning faster laps by about 0.2 of a second faster than the lead pack, as they are still closing in on the about-to-be lap cars up in front of them. Checking in with pit reporter Mo Newer, as he's been talking with a lot of the crew chiefs down on pit road here at Daytona, and saying that it looks like about 42 to 45 is when a lot of the cars will be coming down. Only allowed 1 tire change. Whether you take 2 or you take 4, that's all you're allowed. The car can only go on the jacks once during a pit stop. You can pit for fuel and as many repairs as you need, but it looks like 42 to 45 will be the magic number for pit stops. A lot of wide open spaces for our leader right now. Jason Garrett at the point. Brother Dale Garrett right on his back bumper. A little love tap as they enter turn number 1. Still hanging out in the top 3 after leading early. Pajari. Taking a look now at our Mies Targets replay. Hit Mies with your best shot. Riding along right now with the 52 of Lyle Christensen. And it just looks like the car just takes off, like maybe tire wear or something broke. Car scattering just a little bit there as he tried to save things and get out of the way. Field coming to the start-finish line. Officially halfway, our halfway leader, Jason Garrett, and that 71 machine, followed by brother Dale Garrett in the 2nd spot. Alan Pajari in 3rd. The lap car of Cox right now 4th. Pelletier, I'm sorry, Cox is the lap car. Pelletier will be 4th. Eaton right now in the 5th spot. Walker in 6th. Lap car of Darts. Timothy Hale cruising around in the 7th spot. Matt Eddy in 8th. Lap car of Daniel Trouble as they come off at turn 4. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll have to take a look at another Mies Target replay. Riding along with Matt Eddy in the 88 machine with our Mies Target replay as the field comes into turn 3. Listen. Here, Eddy having to get way off the gas. The 46 machine of Daniel into the back bumper. Chaos ensues as they were coming off of turn 4. Radio chatter saying a lot of these guys need to come back to pit lane immediately for fast repairs. A lot of those cars that were involved, Eddy, Werdeman, the De Blasio and Heischman crew all coming in. Hale also in this mix as well. We'll see if this forces the hand of the other part of the front pack, whether or not they're going to go into the pits or not. And that is the case. They're all breaking down into turn 4 into pit road. Everyone has made their pit stops as far as tires are concerned. Everyone took 4 tires that we are aware of. 4th place group way back in the pack. As it looks like now, De Blasio and Heischman have caught Werdeman and moved him back into the 7th spot. The cars that have been fastest all day long regrouping and trying to mount a charge and climb to the top of the scoring pylon. Just 31 laps to go. Just when the lead trio thought there was some breathing room, and then all of a sudden they catch another pack and they're 2 wide in front of them. Now the 29 machine of Pajari has taken over the top spot, leaving Garrett a couple of cars back as they're trying to fight their way through the pack. Pajari almost free and clear, exactly playing out the way he had hoped, getting himself some breathing room. Just got to get past the 94 machine of Roel. 29 to go, and we have trouble. The leader taken out. caution. Our BF Hammers caution flag. Tough break for the leader. Riding along with the 57 of Anderson, our Mies Targets replay. Coming off just off the end of the trial. What looks like maybe just a little bit of contact too far to the right. Sending Roel up into the leader, and cars flipping. Hines going for a wild ride back there. Here from the inside of turn 2, you can see the turn just a little bit. The 11 car, Hines, already taking a wild ride and then coming in and getting fished off. A pirouette like you wouldn't believe. As the Gunslinger Whiskey green flag comes out, a little bit of shade, cooling the track off the 71 of Jason Garrett getting out front. I think that was orchestrated so he could get on the front bumper of brother Dale Garrett. Now we have a couple of packs going to be working together. The Garretts, obviously, and the de Blasio and Heichman clan, as well as the front 5 trying to break away from the back, not wasting any time. That 48 of Adam de Blasio looking to get to the outside. Wow, a lot of overcast going on, cooling this track. Going to be speeding things up. A new leader as Adam de Blasio, after fighting their way all the way to the front. The gruesome threesome now with a lead, but the Garretts pushing back along the bottom line. A great battle side by side. Both of those pushers tucked in on the back bumper, striving for all they're worth. Working at lap 62 right now. 19 to go for our first ever Grand American Series winner. It's like the 2 of Eaton falling back just a little bit as the top 5 cars. Very little room for error. Very little room for air to get in, by the way, to cool those engines. Hearing from Mo Newer, the 181 holding back just a little bit, wanting to keep the oil temp below 240 and try to mount a charge with about 5 to 6 to go. Still side by side for the top spot. Oh, Jason Garrett off the pace. Mo Newer reporting overheating on the 72 machine. He's going to have to pit. Now 4 cars, part of that lead pack. Chasing the car just a little bit, but a lot better bumper-to-bumper action. Jason Garrett going to break out of line and try to steal that momentum. Do have a lap car that might be a factor in there. The lap car of Dale Garrett. Well, this might be even more interesting. What is the timing of this? That Jason Garrett's drafting partner, the 72, with Dale Garrett, gets into the mix. Oh, not able to get on the back bumper of the 71 machine in order to make something happen here. A fast pace lap of 2x2, 5 rows deep as the top 10 are nose to tail and side by side here at the 2.5 mile speed plant, the Daytona International Speedway, iRacing's virtual track. Adam de Blasio in the 48 machine, good lead there, but now the 21 machine fighting back. Good push from behind from that 71 machine, Jason Garrett. Lap car of the 27 of Gotti getting out of the way. As that inside line working well through 3 and 4 as it always does. Shorter distance around, but the outside line does a little better off of turn 2 as the trial produces a little less. Oh, a little bit of an aggressive push there as the 21 Pelletier had to regroup a little bit. He's going to go up just a little bit. Jason Garrett decides not to try to make it 3 wide. He'll fall in on the back bumper. But that outside line does usually a little better, scrubbing less speed through the trial, but by working a little less resistance line, a wider radius, if you will. This point, we're starting to feel the gloves coming off. When we cross the start-finish line this time, it'll be 10 to go. And Pelletier at the lead with 10 to go. Jason Garrett in that 71 machine giving a good shove, trying to complete the pass, trying to get all the way by the gruesome threesome that have been working the bottom line all day long. Good run by the gruesome threesome as they push that 48 of de Blasio back into the lead. And a good run this time also allowing Eric de Blasio to get on by. Heichman in that 3rd spot down low, still a player here, as well as Anderson, the 57 machine. 901 of Walker. 29 machine after doing his fast repair of Pajari, now into the mix as well. He's got his 29 machine working right now, officially in the 9th spot. Still a 2 wide traffic jam, trying to get to work. Got a lap car gonna put himself up high against the outside wall. Tensions mount just a little bit as the lead pack goes barreling by. A little bit of contact there. It looked like the 71 Garrett sparks are flying as they were trying to pass the lap car of Wilson. That did separate the pack just a little bit on the outside as the big plane in the background. That always freaks me out, by the way. On the airport back behind. Pelletier getting a run off the tri-oval, working the high line of the 21 machine. Jason Garrett getting a little bit of air. Also a little bit faster. That's a good drafting move right there. Jason Garrett, the 71 machine, thought about breaking out of line. Still thinking about it. Testing to see if the 901 of Walker will go with them. But the 21 of Pelletier either shut the door on him or the run stalled on Garrett. It's going to allow de Blasio's to get on by. Heichman now side by side with the 21 of Pelletier. Pelletier getting a good run there off at turn number 2. It looked like maybe a good little rub on the bumpers from the 71 of Garrett. On the outside by Pelletier, putting him back to the outside of Eric de Blasio. Trying to get a run and trying to move up to that top spot. Adam de Blasio flexing his muscles late here on the beach. Pelletier looked like he had it on the entrance to turn number 3, but Adam de Blasio stealing it back by a bumper. Too close to call through the middle of turns 1 and 2 as we fire the cannons down the backstretch. Still Pelletier and Adam de Blasio, the lead packs. Inside and outside line. Oh, the 29 there. Oh, trouble off of turn 4. Another Mies targets replay. Taking a look at the 29 machine. Thought about trying to make a move. Wanted to come back down, but the door got shut on him. Trying to find a line to find out where he wanted to go. Slides up. Makes just a bit of contact with the 2 machine of Benji Eaton, and that is where all the chaos ensued after that. That has allowed the front 5 to break away for the final 5 laps. Unless a yellow flag, I think these are the 5 bidders trying to claim the inaugural trophy for the Grand American Series, the SHARC ATTAC at Daytona, presented by SHARC Motorsports. Adam de Blasio, the 48 machine, still with the lead. Now it's the 06 of Heichman breaking out of line, trying to make a move. The gruesome threesome agreement might be over as Heichman's got the 06 machine now trying to make some love on the outside, but right now no romance at the dance as Eric de Blasio pulls out in front. Now he's going to look to make a move on Adam de Blasio. Yet another leader. Eric de Blasio, a leader here at Daytona with 3 laps to go. Heichman on the back bumper. Pelletier in the 21 machine trying to clean the pass off. Not able to get all the way by the 48 of Adam de Blasio, the 71 of Garrett, trying to decide which way to go. 2 chrome jobs working up front. Heichman in second. Eric de Blasio, our leader. Pelletier and Adam de Blasio, they're side by side. Garrett right on the back bumper right now in the 5th spot. Trying to push the 21 of Pelletier around to the top of our scoring pylon of Adam de Blasio. 2 to go here at the SHARC ATTAC at Daytona. Eric de Blasio with a lap car in sights as they enter turn number 1. Looks like Werdeman regrouped there with Anderson back there, but they're too far out unless something happens with our front 5. These are the players. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Heichman and Eric de Blasio. What a great job saving it. Momentum on the outside. De Blasio, he throws the block. Prize fighter moves happening now in the final round of this bout. The 71 of Jason Garrett never let off the gas, took advantage of it. A big old thump to the rump, taps that keg of the 13 of Eric de Blasio, pushing him into the lead. Now the 71 of Jason Garrett looking to try to make something happen. He's in the middle of a 3-car team. Across the start-finish line this time, the white is in the air. 2.5 miles to settle this prize fight. Heichman to the outside. Eric de Blasio on the inside. Adam de Blasio in the Rainbow Warrior car on the outside. He's battling right now side by side with the 71 of Garrett. Don't rule out that 21 of Pelletier as we thunder down the backstretch for the final time. Heichman on the outside, getting a good run and a good tap by that 48 machine of de Blasio. Garrett not close enough to push the 13 of Eric de Blasio. Eric de Blasio. Now Heichman shuts the door on the run that Eric de Blasio had. Can the 48 mount a charge? 13 thought about getting to the outside. Now it's all about blocking. Can he do it? Heichman off at turn number 4, looking to get a second ever SHARC Motorsports win at the line. Photo finish. Give it to Heichman. Eric de Blasio second, Adam de Blasio third, Garrett and Pelletier round out your top 5. What an exciting way to start off the 2020 campaign for the Grand American Series presented by SHARC Motorsports. That, my friends, is entertainment in the racing world. So the gruesome threesome coming to the start-finish line with the 06 of Heishman taking the first ever Grand American Series victory here during the SHARC ATTAC at Daytona. You can see the top 25 here tonight as celebration about to unfold. Congratulations to Jay Heishman taking the win tonight here at Daytona.